fill up just a little bit. We'll talk about this. Jimmy Johnson. Yeah. Really appreciate you all. Shout out to all of the notification squad. Really appreciate you all. Hey, it seems as if though Jimmy Johnson, it's a remarkable situation to show our appreciation to somebody who, quote unquote, gave up their time, gave up a lot of things as it relates to football knowledge and passing on. Remember, knowledge is power, right? And power is energy. And energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred. So when we speak from a metaphysical or a metaphase of life, we know that we can see that it's something tangible with Jimmy, his ability to transfer his knowledge of the game and pour upon others, you see. And that's what I take from Jimmy. Just this something that should have been done a long time ago, Cowboy Nation. Shout out to you all. Sandy, really appreciate you for watching. Henson, really appreciate you. Really, really do. Marcy, really appreciate you as well for tuning in, and all of those that's watching on my YouTube page. It was not a dry eye in the building. And basically, this is a situation where we have to say to ourselves, Jerry Wayne Jones, you got to do the other part, you see. And everybody know what I'm talking about, the Ring of Honor. Jimmy belongs in there, and you can't keep masking over this situation. You can't put your emotions and your feelings into this. Jimmy Johnson belongs in there. You can't paint a story of the 90s without Jimmy, you see. And on top of that, you can't really talk about even as it relates to present day Cowboys. So there's a lot of things to look at.
On behalf of the Pro Football Hall of Fame and all those fans that are watching and all of us who love this game, thank you, Coach, for all you've done for the game. Thank you for all you're going to do for the game. Thank you for the history that you've made and the lives that you've impacted. Thank you. It's my great honor to tell you that you're going to be the 328th Hall of Famer into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And your legacy is going to be in Canton, Ohio forever. Congratulations, Coach. Congratulations.
Great. Hey, Buzz. Oh, my God. That is awesome.
I think Green Jimmy overcame emotion right now. But tell us what.
Look at Troy.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I can think of is all the assistant coaches that have worked for me, all the great players that have played for me. They're the reason I'm here, and they're the reason I can't talk.
Don't die on me, man. Yeah.
No.
Where's your bottle?
I mean, this is so special to me because when you put in the work that we put in, it's nice to know people appreciate it.
We love you, JJ.
Love you. Amen to that, brother. Love you. Congratulations. Jimmy Johnson, the latest member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Man, let me just say this right quick. 328 member, 3 for the triplets, right? 2 for the 2 Super Bowls that he have won, 8 for Troy Aikman, because we already know that we have to have somebody into the mix as it relates to quarterback play. And then on top of that, if you want to put in the 2 and the 8, that can be for Woodson number, you see, or you can talk about the 3 Super Bowls from his legacy, from his knowledge of the game, although Barry Switzer was able to get the last one. But you see how numbers play into this matter. I thinking that the 328 is the number that is designed and flowing through the veins and the echoes of the worlds as it relates to what we need to have out there and what we need to see is going straight to Jimmy Johnson. Now, in order to remove that next curse that's upon this Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones need to get off his high horse and get off his emotional swing and put Jimmy Johnson into the Ring of Honor. You guys follow me. You guys love numbers. You see what I'm saying? And on top of that, shout out to Jimmy Johnson, man. just a heartfelt message. It's authentic. It's something real. It's something that we all can identify with. It's something that we all can feel. And it's something that we can look back and say, man, he changed the entire NFL. You can't paint a story of the NFL without this guy, Jimmy Johnson, right? You can't. You can't make up things and say that Jimmy Johnson does not belongs in the Ring of Honor and does not belongs in the Hall of Fame. There's not a soul on this earth that can debate that particular portion. So my thing is, hey, get the brother in there, man, and his resume speaks for itself, man. Let's look at the facts of the matter. You know, I always like to pull up the facts and look at the resume, Cowboy Nation. Hey, look at the resume. Look what he was able to do on a collegiate level. Look what he was able to do as it relates to the Oklahoma days, 7-4, of course, the 3-7, and these sort of things. But I want to look at the Miami situation, and then we stroll all the way down, and we talking about the 90s, the 1989, the Dallas Cowboys 1-15. Hey, let me just go ahead and trade up everybody. Let me do this Herschel Walker deal. He was the best player on that team. Remember that, Cowboy Nation? And then on top of that, we getting slammed by news left and right. They went 7-9 in 1990. Some of the loyal fans, we never strayed away. We still continue to represent that silver and blue. We kept on saying to ourselves, just give us an opportunity. We will fight this thing out. In 19 of 91, hey, it is what it is at that situation. We got knocked out by the Detroit Lions. Everybody remember that situation. But we were a young team. We were a hungry team. We saw something in that particular year that we had to understand this right here. Although we may be young, but man, we ready. And we went on that run in 1992 and 1993. It could have been in 1994, but everybody knows what happened in that situation. And then on top of that, of course, 1996 occurred. But, you know, here's the thing, Cowboy Nation. I just like to say congratulations to the Jimmy and Jerry Jones. Boy, he got to go ahead and figure things out and getting this guy into this mix. Shout out time, man. Really appreciate you all that's tuned in, man. I can't say this enough. All of the love and adulation that you guys give to the nation, man, is fantastic, spectacular. And shout out to everybody that's here, man. Let me see. Who was the first person over here? Alpha Mason 8406, man. Really appreciate you. Calvin Williams and Steven Roscoe that let me know you guys are part of the notification squad. And those that's over here, Smith, Harold Edwards, man. Really appreciate you. Andrea as well as Floyd Edwards, man. Everybody that's here, man. Let's go. Let's continue to grind, Cowboy Nation. This is not going to be a long episode. I would just want to say that now all we got to do, because we got a new coaching system in place. We got some football knowledge that's going to be in this building. All we got to do now is continue to grind. We grind low, we stride high, right? So I'm thinking that this particular team, I do know that last year we were saying the same thing, but I was telling everybody, all we need is 1 or 2 places fixed around, and man, we can be in this race too next year. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing, and I mean that, absolutely nothing but the best. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. Yeah. Let's kick that beat back up. Y'all want to kick that beat back up? There we go. There we go. Yeah. Ain't no party like a cowboy party, 'cause a cowboy party don't stop. Let's go. Shout out to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Johnson. Yeah. Watch how that beat kick in, Cowboy Nation. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hey. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. All right. So, we out. And again, remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Yeah. Y'all want to do a mock draft later on tonight? Hit me up. Let's do a mock draft later on tonight. Let's go.